look at the passage and then know what you can give as contribution. You have questions like, pick what impression do you have of John, or maybe Okafor. What impression do you have of this person? When they talk about impression, they are talking about character traits. They are not asking you to start telling us that I think the person is just standing and looking. No, they want you to pick out the character trait of that person. So paper 3 mostly of advanced level literature, it's how to assess the candidate's creativity. Yeah, it's more on creativity. You will see they'll ask you in one stanza of maybe 4 lines, write a poem on love. In one stanza of maybe 5 lines, write a poem on depression. That's concerning the poem you've read. And most of the times they give you passages that you have never seen, passages that you have not seen before. That's why they call them unseen passages or unseen poems. They give you poems that you have never seen for you to look at it. How can you, as a candidate of advanced level paper 3, how can you sit like this and evaluate a poem, analyze a poem from the beginning to the end? They'll ask you in 150 words, say what the poem is all about. You should be able to do that and bring out your own personal thoughts about the poem. You should be able to do that. After looking at the poem itself, you should be able at the end of the day to tell us that the poem is all about this. It's very important to take note of those things. And again, the paper 3 helps in to see how a candidate can produce in the production possibilities. Can you produce after reading a text? That's why you see there are times they ask even questions like, in this text, what can you add or what can you subtract, or continue the story in 5 lines. At times they give you poems and they say insert. They skip maybe line. The poem has maybe 50 lines. They skip out like 40 and lines 42, and they tell you to fill in those lines after reading the poem. You should be able to follow the line, the way the author started writing. You should be able to be creative in writing. So I think in our next class or in our next video, we'll be talking on the advanced level paper. How does it look like? What is it made up of? And because many candidates don't even know what the paper looks like. So for more inquiries, I will first of all say you should like my page. You comment if you have any questions, and I'm going to answer to all questions. Share the video to as many people. Invite your friends to like the page, to like the video, and then share so that we can help others who are not aware of what we are doing here. And I think that at the end of the day, if you can keep on following my videos, you will not regret it. Bless evening to all.